Hello, good actor Alexander Gladstone review, white British actor. Born June 5, 1932, Northern England, royal families. Before the World War II started, World War II started 1938 to 1945. Stopped reign King 1947 to 1952. Arrest in Queen Elizabeth II, Mary Alexandra, and was in England, reign. And so you gotta make mine 1950. United Kingdoms. And it's just cut the tree, the woods machine in the white columns. And for this, and the print money to deposit the goals, England, and that's why it's Jennifer. And anyways, to make money, the print is 200 billions. Sterling, we show this. Now it's money in the Bank of England, London. And we got those 1950 university. In 1970, students, the acting class, they showed the first films. King Alexander Gladstone the first. The Parliament British was founded 1215 AD, June, and it's the King Alexander Gladstone's first bonds, June 1st, 1215 AD in London. And we saw the film, so 1970, the film The War, The King War Nights, 1972, showed the films. There's the film King Alexander Gladstone the first, and number 2 film The King Alexander Gladstone the second. Just movie The King War Nights, and then some Kings Alexander Gladstone the second born, 1518 London. Yes, the film was released 1972. Movies, the number 3 films, The King, Reign of the Kings, in London, released in Australia. And number 4 movies, the British movies there's West visit India, India, and it's King Alexander Gladstone the third born, 1690 to visit Australia. So King Alexander Gladstone is number 5 films. It's number 4 film, King Alexander Gladstone's third born, 1817 to visit India. And number 5 movie is King Alexander Gladstone, the Paris, King of the Great Britain's movie. And also it's 1975, the movie King and Queen Royal Family. 1976, short film, the British Royal Family. And 1970, 1977, they shot a film because there's cassette movie number 8, movie is My Wife Queens. 1979, the 1978 movie The Love My Family. And 1979 shot the number 10 movies. They shot a film The Cycle, the film it is Disney Summer, and the films as My Kingdoms. I was feeling like this. It was very good one. And then let's travel to India. India 1979 is number 13 movie. So the dance started 1979 because 12 minutes to learn. get a machine matters to print money, so we got buy a house, and then for this print the currency, still in for. And there's films. So I do not see that is nice one. And this released in India. And number 15 films. So the film there's Commodore, there's the rules, the fashion, the carnival. So yeah, the song. So the Bole Bole is more. The film was released 1980. And there's the Rolling Stone movie. The Stone in the South India. You know, this one. And number 16 movie, The Temple X Rajkaran. X Bangalore. Watch the film in the Hamara Cinema London. When I said to Hamara Cinema to release the film to play out in the channels, we were watching the films. From watching the film Rajkaran's, the Commodore Oria, Dance Star, and the film Motion in India. He will cast Alexander Gladstone, the V. The film released this 1981 right now. And film movie Karangs, for the film Karangs, is another Natasha name for the film. That's why it's the got a great film, the Jeeps. And so for this one, the film that puts a car. The film 1982 and the film 1982 to 83, the movie is in South. With the police graduation 1982. The song that's the song. And song Kabuka Dilimara. And some other Kele gameplay. And the song that's this one is after by the studio and they are still produce films. For this. And you know they got a machine to print money on. So that's a small machine that's print money, a little money, but it's not approved. Approved is not at all that's good, man. That's one for this one here. And there's one here. So it's the 1983 is film this man. Everybody's a film motion or Indians. You know. That is approved by the British. I mean, there's a British Commission in India after the British Empire rules India in 1600. That is there. There's a British, and that's what's good. The British policemen in there in Mumbai. So we saw to the bulletin over release the film, and they got us. This premature. That's India also pulled up on the border. So that's the other. As I said, the film released 1982. Yeah, and that's one. 1984 motorcycle is something to an academic that was set in India. When they got the motorcycle from trial, no good to fix it. And for this one. And that's 1984. The Ronnie. And 1985 Ronnie. That's film. The motorcycle. And this was Carla. Motorcycle is very good. So one is Alexander Glass and cars of the films. I went for this. Very well. And what you got for this one? And the Ronnie this guitar playing music. And the film broke. And there's one good ones. The play song does. And the film's 1985. Release out. And the songs. And this number. And numbers. And the film 19. This film, another film is for Sorota Talori. This number. Strong this one. You know, this good one, son. And this was good one, film. 21, some sort of Sarat movie. English showed this record, very good one. And they would have loaded as a service. And you have to helicopters man for this. You sing the song they have to see this inside the kitchen. I feel the Bollywood's directors know very well respecting this. I know they got to act with that to see where they got to film release the website internet. They do not find all this. They must be remain this. And for this, they release this film out. And I saw this. A Ragu is going to number 22 Ragu movies. There's also 1986, 1987, the film released in Dubai with Arab Emirates. Film very strong this now. There's a Dubai in Dubai Police Academy. And then number 23, the film The Legend Bullet, Julia Bullock and the film was go watching in front of Bolan audience in there in London. The film released 1988. The same Bullet, Julia Bullock and then. And the film cost the policeman, so it's 1989, the Loha. Then was released after the policeman. The film was shot in front of send the policeman over there from mountain go well for this. Very well, it's one of the very strongest. And the film was person was in the glasses. And it was the film. Yeah, once. There's a film time for us, Ranks. That's good, man. And looking for this. And number 24. And number 'Sundara songs, Galatian program play on Washington. The film will release. And what's wrong? Number 25, Bazi, Police Commissioner Reform is the song main car, Taram, Commissioner for this goes later, the red tag and hair, which is the red SWAT mounts. And there's more good one, the film is but then the film with the police car intending the guy inspector go and the police commissioner, superintendents, they say the empty films. And then so this number 16 movie this month film with Sanju is some of the strongest. Sanju the film does get a deputy commissioner. This film release the boss in 1990, the film is in 1991. This number 26 movie and the film was the strongest and all the guys so like that. So released in Bollywood, so release out very well. And number 27 film, this is Enigma Arab. This is films. The film there's number 20, the film the British 1992. It was film shot in the deputy senior commissioner. And that's because the police academy was almost complete this all. Not because so there's nothing wrong with the police service. And so that's why I'm sure for this good one. And this is the film's number 27. Zendiging Adar Imod and Spanish Genres. This film released now number it's a film by Guitar Case Machine Blakey Mahana, number 27, correct. And 27 is the film Sanju. Sanju is number 26, the British song number 27, 1992. In 1993, number 28, the movie The Guitar Case Machine Blakey Mahana. The guitar case dressed in that, the pants black and then boot rocks and dressing the short white in the short jeans and short jeans, and then there's jeans blacks and the long jackets. We take the long jacket, put the jeep dance in the jeep blacks, and it's the film released 1993. Number 20 28, 29. Inspector General da Zindagi da Arab Emirates da Song Mubarak na da Song Mubarak na ga tum sikiyawa no and get United Arab Emirates Dubai Buri the film is there about release they don't know the film the Dubai Park this the park Buri Park in Dubai no show the so yeah, you know this time you're different happen the Indian everything is shut things up but you understand how the Indian look like you don't understand about being in another country you know to respect they get the films in India, they go play the Indian language, so I'm gonna understand Indian language. Man. I'm afraid to English, but make sure you have respect and encourage to release my film out. Every Indian, there's the Indians ethnic looking different outside. They cannot be like this. Their life can be slower for them. I understand, you know, when they come to India, it's kind of trillion for monies. You know, this is right for India to know this, and for this, nothing them say poor, nothing. There's no poor in there. And when some of them understand it very well, they think like this, but of movies in India, don't know very well this in English language, and there is one more the film was playing the channels. The channel is channel Imagine movies. They watch some movies in satellite, and they got channel B for your films, and your channel is playing this in India, but it was certain channels now. So for this, we have to watch no films for this. Even internet websites, and we see watching the actors in India. They got a websites. They was create their accounts. Amen. For it's not about to pay money for India and then I take up. The Indian say this money because approval, King of England approved man. So you know the same thing and approved man. So they know if the world's got a future in life, businesses, they have to make a difference. And show the film in India. And nothing wrong for that. And number 30, Move the Police. This the film in 1994 and the film 1995, Commercial Runs, and the film very strongest. And the film was there was a policeman dancing nightclub going to London's. And one policeman as well. And we got connection with theirs. And that's who addressing this policeman. They got a car in Boston. When we go to the visit their house, because what on for it. Nice fun with this very well. And number we go to the India Rupee. So they got film release. After the film was cost for 12 minutes today. Stolen. So I know this. And then number there's number 30 films. Number 31 film. There's agents. You guys have to go to the hotel and there's another country in Asia. You go to the hotel here in Florida, the hotel dressing that plastic clothes, have the plastics, the computer system inside there. But the film was very good and it goes to get to a motorcycle out of speed. I am sure for this. I know the films are very well. It's not the actor they doesn't have life very well. They show the first person. You know the person who go watch the films and must have respect him. The real person. Any simple because the person who go watch the film they don't like to watch. If you don't want to like to watch him, you don't like to watch my film. I said it very well to Indian understand it. And I give my friend to come to Arabics and hear it very well, sir. You understand the Indian Hindu was the Indian Hindus, their religion, understand very well, concern the Arab. You know, the Arab understand what they know about the film Hindi. And the Arab know about the film Hindi means. When I give my film to come to Arab, not play hours. You may understand this, sir. Again, my life wake up to the English sides, in Europeans. There was a good one to India. I'm sure for this, sir. I'm sure if everyone's if you get this Americans. Americans actor in India. You may sure understand American actor in India look like. You will surely understand what was respecting, so be a side in there, leave my film alone, the American actor. And so American country was ruled by the British Empire, with 17th, until now, it's known as a colony, but most have respect how this when there is some fortune bottom of my life. I don't see anything wrong from the English. The English must be understood because the culture is different nowadays in England. But this one thing can be like this. You're very good in here. You mention how this, very well. That's one thing I understand this in India. The Indian very well knows my family, the Russian women or into Russian sides. I'm sure they don't understand if it's well to the Russia to not release my film out of Russia. Russia know very well the movie look like. But here with my name, Alexander Gladstone on the V. They make sure there's a lot of Christian to the television understand very well this. You know, so the TV understand it's not joking. The thing about this hiding film because the VHS home video system. This is very important. The minister for this, They release the film out. They can be good ones. It'll be nice. I'm waiting for this. This 1996 film release. Film agents. And for this one. You understand so far? And then they got a film was shot and number 30 is number 32 film The Intelligence. A film very strongest and got released the film 1997 and 1998 films The Action in London's the film with the BMW lights, the greens, and all this long road to the Arsenal. He got dressed in the Bentley and he got girl dressing securities and then she got the skirt of the office work and then she got a white shirt and all this and we're dressed in long jackets and that's why the film very strongest. Man, for this one. I know this one. The money for this one, they don't know very well. It's not anything different than this one. I'm in for this. And that's why I'm making this. I don't know very well. This is a life. It's not any job. I'm making for this contents. I'm sure this let them know it. I know it's my film release out. That will be good to them. Amen for this thing. And this release. Oh, there's Alexander Gladstone's British. And it says here. And you know this is number ones. You put your dance. Why not sure this dancing good? Get my film with the high quality. And that's all looking good now. That's not good about this. I know this is the life. Nothing wrong for that. Yes, today is March 25, 2019. That is very good. And I know this times. And that's good and my body whites and bones so what many Europeans and after that there's nothing wrong and I've enjoyed this as my videos and have a Google and bye.